go. It turns out I was muted in stream. Well, my bad. But how is everyone doing today? I hope you actually guys have a good day today, if you will. I am actually doing alright. I had a bit of a slow start this morning, but otherwise I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I am doing good. But Lord Bloth, Melanie, Jay, welcome back. It is so good to actually see you again. So yeah, today's the day we're actually going to be kicking start things with June. I want to say this by starting things off by saying Happy Pride Month, everyone, where it is the beautiful month where we actually celebrate the beautiful spectrum that is humanity, that is people and their that is people when it comes to the LGBT and trans communities. And as someone who is a bisexual and polyamorous woman, I want to say you guys are you guys will always be safe and welcome here into the Paper Plane Inn. And I hope that you guys actually get to enjoy your time here in said inn, if you will. How was my one shot at Friday? It was pretty good. It's good. It's a little different, but it's okay. I like different a little bit. But yeah, I was able to finally get the time to design my character who I was playing it as for that said one shot. Well, it's most likely going to be a two shot at this given how long we kind of had played or finangled when it comes to that said one shot, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to doing today's stream where we're going to be kickstarting this month by doing something that's a bit of a tradition, if you will. And if for those who in need of a little bit of a no, I usually start things off when it comes to June, since I first started with streaming, by doing this lovely thing that is called June Brides, if you will. And a month where, oh goodness gravity, it's that's a big image. Hold on a second. Bear with me. I need to scale this thing down just a little bit. There you go. June Brides is where I actually use this month to actually design my characters who are basically the brides when it comes to who are going to be dressed up as brides, if you will. We have done this before when it comes to the first batch for June Brides, if you will, starting with Dione, Ali, Joe, Nessa, and Mary. Last year, we actually did our second batch when it comes to June Brides, and I should have actually made a compilation image of all of them together, but that was actually on me, and yeah. Where I design Malante, where I design, let's see, hold on a second again. Let me just go over my sheet. Where I actually designed Malante, Mira, Rose, Celine, and Violette. Those are actually lovely, and those are actually wonderful. I actually had a little bit of fun doing June Brides and putting it all together, but now it is time for us to actually do something a little bit different this year. We have actually done our fair share when it comes to the ladies, but have you ever guys ever thought that maybe this time around we'll actually do something different by, well, by presenting the other gender? So why don't we actually do this month by kickstarting it out by designing June Grooms. Volume's a little bit low. Golem increase volume by 5%. No, 10%. Okay, good. So with that thing finally situated and all, why don't we actually kickstart things out and let's go straight to the podium, shall we? No, I said podium. There we go. Oh, it's my two favorite men.
Yes.
Hey, think I wouldn't be here for this?
Yeah, precisely my point. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
And those who are in bad places. People are stupid. There's no getting around that, but hey! As long as you're not hurting anyone like that, whatever floats your boat, as long as you're not hurting people, you do you.
I mean, True, but I will also say this: those who are loud and proud, and those who are also closeted because of circumstances, I hope that this month will actually be a happy month for you. But until then, but now it is time for us to do our June Grooms moment. But trust me when I say this, we will be designing our Pride NPC later this month, cause I have actually made a poll. I made a suggestion board in my Patreon where we're going to be designing our character for Pride Month. But today is the last day. Today is the day where it's the deadline, and once the suggestion board is closed, I will actually proceed on doing the next process on making I will actually proceed onwards by just making this on the poll. But yeah, be on the lookout for later this month, because yeah, once the suggestion board ends by later at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, then yeah. So yeah, today's the day where we finally get to do the kickstarting off when it comes to June Grooms, and we're gonna kick things off by drawing someone who is not really my character, but it is someone who I once upon a time designed. And that said character is this particular one here. Everyone, chat, this is Valen Autumn. This happens to, and this is Steve's character. But yes, this is Steve's character that he once upon a time designed all the way back in the late 2010s to early 2020s.
Like 2010, 2011?
Pretty much.
Hello, Ontario.
Ontarioku! Hi! It's good to see you again.
How's it going?
Hi! How's it? It's good to see you again. We're alright. We're about to kick things off by doing June Grooms. And we're starting things off by designing Steve's character as a groom. And yes, the particular character, there's a particular reason why this character we're designing this one today. Guess who's because Valen is the character who is actually tied to this one here. That's right. This is one of Dione's husbands, and we are going to be designing him as a June Groom. So, we're busting out the sketch right here, and we're going to make...
So you're currently grooming him?
No!
No! Goodness gravity, no! Not that... When I said groom, I meant not that kind of...
I am not a Discord kitten.
Oh no. Let's see. Miki, I made a short description of Jasmine, my light-footed halfling fighter, if you did. Would you like to take a quick look to see if it's a good and simple enough? If you're gonna type it here, it's gotta be very brief, considering the fact that chat that I don't know the nature of chat, but that's all you got. That's all I ask. If he wore a wedding suit, he would make a comment how the fabric isn't very protective against possible attacks. Professor Paladine, hi, welcome back. You doing okay? I'm a great uncle as of like a week ago. Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's design Valen. Hold on, why did I get rid of Valen? Why did I get rid? No, wait, Valen's right over there. This isn't right.
Cooper. And to answer your question, Boy Splatty, no, he would not talk to say about how not very protected the fabric is. He would complain about how tight it is, though.
He would, which is why I kind of designed him as this. Well, it's Steve's suggestion when I asked him what kind of outfit would Valen actually see himself wearing in the big day, because Dione is going to be wearing as this, if you will. Yeah. Wait, honey, I just realized something.
What the?
How tall is Valen again?
Depends on the version. His original version was like 7 foot even, but as for his current version, the version we're using for this, let me actually look.
Fair enough. While you go do that, I see. Ontario, I am so sorry, but you're going into the jar.
I regret nothing.
Fair enough. Those are your last
To-
words.
To be
No,
fair,
no,
you
no,
had-
my last words are furbles.
Shit!
I was just about to say, to be fair, you haven't done anything yet, but never mind.
Now you've done something. Now you done it. Now you done gone did now done did it now, son.
Well,
Even design. You know, no. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut this time around.
Besides,
Also-
meanwhile in the inn, you see a halfling Chris Hansen show up. We need to talk about the grooming.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. A halfling that looks like Chris Hansen is fun. It is actually really funny in my brain.
Also,
Chris Halfling.
Also, I have a completely unrelated gift that I'm dropping in the open chat, but it might be useful for future.
Sure thing, but Chris Halfling.
His most current version is 6'5".
I remember. God damn it! Dave!
Like I said, I don't need it right now, but it will be useful in the future.
Now I'm just thinking about the wild thornberries, that wild child screaming. Get that.
That unlocked some childhood memories.
I only got to
Yeah.
saw a couple of episodes of the Wild Thornberries and the movie itself. I never got to see the full series in proper because we didn't have that luxury growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
do not
one
have the
moment I
luxury
would've
of
worked thing.
Nigel Thornberry.
I missed out so much on the smashing Nigel Thornberry.
When he does this with his hand, he'll do this with his hand.
What the hell?
I love my friends.
Love you too, honey.
Okay, now let's see. Hey, hon, now that I actually thought about it, and thanks for the salt again, boy Splatty. You didn't have to do it, but thank you. Now that I thought about it, honey, why don't you actually explain the chat who Valen actually is?
Well, his father was a farmer, but his mom was actually well, she was Goliath, but I struggle to call part of a war band. But she essentially was a warrior who stuck around for a little bit, as she was part of a Amazonian tribe that was up in the mountains. That is where his height and strength comes from. His mother's side of the family, what I have dubbed the Goliath gene.
And that's how I lost my pelvis, son.
You say that, but essentially, she gave birth to him. He's the firstborn. Took care of him, but was a bit lackadaisical about it. The second child was a daughter, and once the daughter was born, his mother was healed, up and bailed. Took the daughter with him.
Man.
Essentially, the idea is we need daughters. She got daughter. She has done what she needs to do. She leaves, leaving him. After which, obviously, father was devastated, so it was up to him to take care of the farm. And being as big as an ox and as strong as one, he was able to pull plows and all that jazz by himself. He eventually was drafted into the Tribor military because big boy. I mean, obviously that's a good someone to have in your ranks. But seeing how there wasn't any wars going on once he was done with his training, he instead went into the guard. And was essentially a town guard there for a good long while. Until he learned of a little tragedy that happened to an orc camp nearby, whom he had helped broker a sort of trade deal with, because he could speak Orcish.
And boy, howdy, did that escalated.
Mm-hmm. As part of that orc envoy was a certain Eladrin.
Mm-hmm. And this kind of
Now-
ties a little bit to my character, Dione, if you will.
Yeah, granted, this elf was married to an orc at the time, so as smitten as he was, it was a case of, okay, I'm not going to step on people's toes. Until it came to a point where the stone barks were raised to the ground. And when he went and tried to get some boys, only the one who originally told him about it, his old friend, who was, I believe, a gunslinger,
I think so at the time.
and brought news, at which point they then brought it to the town mayor, who was at a pub at the time. Like, hey, something's going down just outside the walls. I just need me, this big guy here, and like 3 other guys. And like, well, who told you about it? This one did. Points to the Eladrin, who had ran away in a dead sprint for a solid hour to try and get help.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a case those guys weren't even thorough. Revealing that, because here's the thing, this noble was dumb. Very dumb. So it was learned that this noble had essentially called a hit on these guys. Because they weren't holding up their end of the bargain.
And
And
Dione, both Dione and Valen, and the friend of Valen's, is absolutely pissed as fuck when they actually learn about this.
Phelan himself then grabbing him like, what are you doing? I don't, the reason you have a job, then call me unemployed, as he chokeslams him into a table. And while it didn't kill him, it might have left him semi-paralyzed.
Yeah, we don't talk about that anyways. It's kind of sort of warranted considering the fact that he also showcased that he's not a huge fan when it comes to orcs. And that's saying that politely. The proper word is, well, I'm sure
Racist.
Yep, that too. Yep. And so Dione and Valen, alongside with his friend and a couple of others, tried to race back into the stone barks at the time. Now let's rewind time a little bit back. Dione was once upon a time an Eladrin, and yes, she is once upon a time part of the Spring Court of the Eladrin, because yes, in the official lore in D&D, Eladrins can actually change their whenever their mood, it actually affects to something like a season, if you will. To me, I just said fuck that. I just took an Eladrin, punched it really hard, and it multiplied to 4 Eladrins. That represents 4 seasons: Spring Court, Summer Court, Fall Court, and Winter Court. All of which these Eladrins have their own rules and of their own, and their rules when it comes to society. Spring Court are a little bit on the nomadic end, considering the fact that there's always going to be spring somewhere. And Dione is once upon a time from said Spring Court, but during when they actually have traveled onto the Sword Coast, if you will, of Faerun. That is where she actually met and fall in love with a particular half-orc man named Kogan, which, now that I completely thought about it, I don't think I actually showed him to the class. I'm gonna fix that.
Oh,
I mean, is he a spellcaster?
Well...
Because then he'd be a wizard of the coast.
no, he's not a wizard. He's actually a barbarian.
But-
Thing is, he's a calm one.
He's a calm but he's a calm and smart one about it. There he is. That's the boy. I drew this thing back in God knows how long. 2017! Oh my lord. It's almost...
All the
Oh no!
almost 10 years ago.
Oh no! Okay. No, Mickey, don't. No, Mickey, focus! You can whinge about it later after stream. But yes, Dione did fall in love with Kogan, and actually, and it's because of their union. It actually did come with a bit of a cost. Kogan's father is not a huge fan of this said union, and therefore attempts to actually kick his son out. But not before his own son actually does something about it by challenging his father into a fight. And he did one, and actually ripped out his father's two tusks as a result. Now, in my storytelling terms, ripping out a tusk of another orc is another way to showcase that you actually won said fight. He's not...
More than that, it's a mark of shame.
And so, Kogan ripping out two tusks of his own father, it says a lot. But yes, Kogan did actually prove his point. He becomes a chief. In fact, he becomes a chief of his own new tribe in the process, because some orcs are not really a huge fan of what the hell they're actually doing, considering that pillaging and fighting is not the way that they should be going, and Kogan knows this. So Kogan, alongside with the new orcs that alongside with the orcs that is swayed to his cause, followed him, and this in turn actually gave Dione a place where she could actually call home, because her family of the Spring Court is not a huge fan of it, especially since her mother is a high priestess of the said Winter Court. I mean, of this, not Winter Court, the Spring Court. And she's given Dione a choice to actually to lose the relationship and continue on with the family and go be married to someone else that they recommend, or be banished. Dione chose banishment, but not before they actually left behind a permanent mark onto Dione's person. Let me ask you a good now here's a bit of a good question, you chat. Let me bring out Dione again, and let me also bring out one of her let me actually bring out her daughters, because I'm gonna give you a little bit of an important detail real fast, and you might have to catch it, and I'm asking you guys to look a little closely, okay? Okay. Now, I want you to look at both daughters and the mother, and tell me what is the one thing missing, and tell me, what is it that is missing onto Dione's person?
I know. I'm not gonna say. I want the class to have a chance.
I'll give you guys at about a few seconds, if you will, while I also sip this coffee of mine. And few seconds is about over right now. Okay, so no one they're her daughters. I totally forgot. Sorry. It's okay. In fact, there's something funny on what comes to that later. For those who actually have not caught it, I'll spell it out. They actually cut off a good chunk of Dione's ears, for considering the fact that she chose to be immortal, immortal, that is a half orc to be more specific. Might as well actually say that to live as one in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And make quarter orcs quarks, if you will.
Ah, no. I still have not forgiven the 5.5e that twerks a thing. Anyways, so yes, Dione and Kogan did actually had a good life sure, they struggled early in the days because they had to basically make things out of they have to work with what they got, and it's not very easy, but they eventually did. Around the time later, they eventually adopted a half-elf child who eventually becomes their daughter. And life did eventually. Well, hi, Shads.
Hi, Shads.
Hello.
We are actually talking a little bit more on Valen and Dione's lore as I'm designing Steve's character for the first June Groom project.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, and yes, life was hard for Dione and Kogan, but eventually it did finally turn up, and it turned better. And a year or two passed ever since their daughter went off to join a pilgrimage so she could actually become a cleric herself. That's when things actually went wrong, just as life has started to get better. A cult that is who at the time of our campaign, since we're playing the Icefire Peak game, who call themselves the Frozen Heart, had basically run up and torched the place down, and all for killing most people in the process. Kogan has begged Dione to actually go and find help while they actually go and hold them off. Dione doesn't want to leave her husband behind, but she had no choice. She had to make the longest trek outside of the forest and into Tribor, just so she could find help in the people of man. And that is where she actually does get to meet Valen in that said bar.
Well, first time properly, anyway.
First time properly, but yes. And after the shenanigans that Steve talked about, they did finally return back to to the Stonebark village, but it was too late. Most of the village has been razed to the ground, and Dione has returned at the very moment when Kogan was killed, and she was devastated from the said loss. And though there are some very few stragglers and survivors, Dione was something broke in Dione's heart when the remnants of the Frozen Heart cultists up and ran and after doing what they're doing, all while they actually found some things that was unearthed from the ground. She couldn't forget what those people did. All the while that Valen was there trying his best to actually comfort the said Eladrin. I think we'll explain a little bit more because I am going into a tunnel.
Already? Already? I'm in the middle again of the good part. Really, y'all? At least she'll be in a good mood because we took her to the pool.
That you were saying, Steven.
Hi, Gremlin.
As Gremlin was in the middle of packing!
Packing?
Packing.
Yes,
What were you packing?
bombs.
Bombs?
Yes.
Yeah, the TSAs are gonna like that.
Yeah. As Gremlin's gonna put them in the bag of holding. They don't know that.
What? Gremlin, why are you packing bombs? Who are the bombs for?
So I can do dive bombs in the water plane world.
What?
Why are you setting depth charges in the plane of water?
So,
We just took you there and you had a wonderful time!
Haskerman needs to make bigger splashes. Last time was not enough. It was a
Because you're...
It was a 2-footer pillar when I dived in. I like it bigger.
Gremlin,
What?
That is very dangerous.
I mean,
You're gonna
give
blow
you something.
yourself up.
Give you something else, like some lamp oil. Rope. You want it? It's yours, my friend.
Gremlin, if you want to make a bigger splash, just lift a big rock and jump in with a rock.
It does not fit the same. It gives me a sad one-footer.
It's similar enough, and it like you won't go to jail because of it.
You imply she's hasn't escaped before.
House Gremlin wants to make the biggest splash that ever done. Bigger, like mushroom cloud size.
No!
Yes.
We are not making you into a Tsar bomb!
Yes.
Oh, Dave, I wish you were here. Give me some strength to try and talk her out of this, because...
House Gremlin remembered something. I need to actually go check the safe.
No, you stay put! Gremlin!
It's safe.
What is safe? Where are the bombs?
House Gremlin with that kid Jackie.
Are you gonna talk now? Where are the bombs?
And this episode of 24 is weird.
It is in the state of Nanya.
None of your business!
Alright, fine. I know where it is.
Well, can you please tell me so I can make sure they're safe? And not gonna turn the entirety of the inn into nothing but shrapnel!
It is right next to mine.
That's a joke, isn't it?
My boys!
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Well,
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Gremlin has bombs.
She has explosives!
What?
The gremlin has explosives because she wants to, and I quote, make bigger splash.
What?
I tried interrogating her. It did not work. So, now I gotta...
What? Honey, wait! That's a bar mace!
I know it's your bar mace. I promise to clean it when I'm done.
What are you gonna do with it?
You gonna go talk to Gremlin.
No! Wait! Hold it!
I'm just gonna talk to her.
No!
I'm just gonna talk to her.
What are you
I'm just gonna talk to her. I'm just gonna talk
Just
to
to
her.
kill her.
I'm just gonna kill her.
She's just trying to have fun! You can't do
Then have
What
her
am I
tell you
hearing
where the
witness to?
explosives are.
that! I'll try.
Thank you.
Oh.
is everything all right over there?
I am not even sure. But it's just that it's a matter of negotiating with the House Gremlin again. Hey, listen. Okay, hold on, let me actually go and read this real fast. Here's a short info about my character, Jasmine Willowwood, Lightfoot Halfling, Arcane Archer, Fighter, bold, impulsive, and determined to find her purpose in life. Jasmine embarks on a journey to improving her skills and finding out what she's meant to do in life. Well, that's actually a pretty good one. That's a pretty good detail on a character. The vampire, but yeah, wait, the better question is, where did she actually get the explosives?
She likely got them out of, where you found me.
I hope that's not the case. And then again, there's the black market that she once upon a time visited last time.
What'd she get from the black market?
I don't know, but I'm a little bit afeared. I don't know. Okay, so how about we actually get back to the topic on hand before things get chaotic again?
Yes, please. Give me the opportunity to not think about that.
Yep, that's not a bad thought. So, where were we before the chaos happened? Oh yes. Origin story about Valen and Dione, how they both had their own respective lives before the Crystal Heart basically up and I mean not frozen, the Frozen Heart basically up and fuck shit up. So Dione was in the middle of trying to process all of her grief, but she then channels it to actually go and find the said members of the the Frozen Heart. All for the sake of the good old classic revenge, because, well, why not?
Revenge, the most worthless of causes.
And so she decides to go search all over Faerun if it's the last thing she basically does. And what is Valen doing in all of that time, honey?
Actually, for the first section of it, and she's actually traveling with him, and once it feels obligated to help her. And over the course of that journey, they eventually also grow closer, and eventually they fall in love with each other.
Dione, it took a little bit of some time for Dione to reach that point of falling in love with Valen. But what it actually does, she also became loyal to Valen, though she did make it clear to him that she hopes to actually be patient for her, because given the fact that she is processing a lot of grief of not only losing her husband, but losing her home. And she has no idea whatever happened to her daughter because she's off to doing her pilgrimage. And, well, I think because she also lost contact of said daughter. See, the only thing she asks of Valen is patience and an understanding, if you will, that that Kogan does have a place in Dione's heart. And which he does accept, does he, honey?
Oh yeah, he does. He's a good boy at the end of the day.
And so, yeah, the two eventually did get married, and they also and it is there that Valen also adopted a couple of traditions that is from Dione's Stonebark tribe.
Such as the necklace.
Because when a person gets married in the Stonebark tribe, their symbol of their union is wearing a mistletoe or a mistletoe plant based necklace, if you will. It was originally I had initially designed this to be something like this, and our DM at the time, Cedric, decided to actually go and roll with it. But eventually, Dione and Valen will go through a crossroads and encounter people who are also connected in their own ways to the Frozen Heart and Frozen Heart cult in the capacity, and therefore jumpstarts the adventure when it comes to the Icespire Peak campaign.
Yeah. It was one hell of a trip.
It truly is one hell of a trip. But unfortunately, somewhere later down the line, the campaign should have ended much sooner because it is a baby's first campaign kind of run. But because of our convoluted plot lines, if you will, Cedric extended that thing to last up to 2 years. Well, almost 2 years.
With the good amount of, like, he was doing it good too. He wasn't just like extending it for the sake of extending it.
He's also extending it for the sake of helping exploring our characters and tying up loose ends when it comes to story plot lines. Because I'll give credit where credit's due when it comes to Cedric. He actually helped us out. He really helped us out on, you know, making sure no stone is left unturned when it comes to character development. But let me tell you this: there are some significant shenanigans that did happen when it comes to that said campaign, such as especially during the time when we're in Neverwinter, where Valen did a big oopsie.
Oh yeah. So, bit of context: we are in a sewer. We are fighting both a succubus and an incubus, who have also managed to get themselves a pet giant gator, because why not? And to counter this, Dione herself becomes another giant gator, a pink one, because fuck it, why not?
And I locked in that gator tide to make sure it's not going anywhere by biting it on its maw.
Yep. And this is the point where I decide to use a potion of frost giant strength. My plan is to take this giant gator, throw it at the incubus, and in doing so, just absolutely demolish them both. What I forgot to think about was my spouse was still latched onto said gator.
Cedric Lededas actually said, "Are you sure about that?" Before Steve
I said yes.
And then he actually said so in his own words. So, Cedric, Valen, you would successfully, oh damn it, write an ad break. Oh man.
Oh no, we'll wait for the ad break before we finish the story.
Of course.
We don't want them, because this is too good not to for people to miss.
I know.
It just needs like the "It's Always So Sunny" clip, like that.
You're right.
Okay. Oosh. But that's a good stretch. Okay. I just realized by drawing Valen, I should have actually drawn Kogan too alongside with him. Because, okay, there's a reason for that, but I'll explain after we return from back from our ad break. Okay, I need to turn off the light because the fact it is generating heat.
Why do you think I keep my den dark?
I'm sorry, but I'm so used to keeping the light on, spill light in the room, okay?
Why do you think I use only but a lamp?
Hey. All right, fine. Okay, fine. Sheesh. I'm sweating like a sitter at church. I shouldn't have felt that because we had a pool day yesterday. Heat is good, Mickey. They gives you health and energy, right? But then again, too much of it would actually make your skin go extra crispy. I know.
It's called heat
No.
exhaustion, not cold exhaustion.
And I mean,
No, that's called hypothermia.
Yeah, but there's not something called cold syncope.
Because deadass, I still have not forgotten the day that I actually got sunburnt and my back. Oh, my back. That is a pain I do not wish upon anybody.
While I will say that tan lines are hot, that was too much.
What, you don't like peeling off your skin like a lizard?
When it's healing up proper. Okay, but yeah, alright, now that ad break's over. So, Cedric, in his own words, actually said, alright, so, Valen, you would successfully hold up this crock and throw it along with your wife to the
At which point that was the case of, oh no.
to the incubus that's flying that's flying in the air, and he is crashed onto the wall with the said two gators.
Yeah. The good news is my plan worked. The bad news is my wife was caught in the crossfire.
And everyone was laughing really hard at the table upon that said realization.
Yeah.
So, Valen actually goes to his wife, tries to apologize, but she is miffed as fuck. And
Rightfully so.
Which he did tell Valen, because he's a goddamn puppy at the time. I don't want you to hold me for an hour.
Okay.
Man was in the doghouse after that.
Oh, very much so.
But yeah, that's one of the key iconic moments when it comes to Valen and Dione. But unfortunately, later down the line, Steve, who is a little overwhelmed, had to bounce playing as Valen, because at the time he was trying to actually focus in a little bit more on work.
Mm-hmm.
And I also played it off that I'm gonna use this opportunity to play as someone else at that time, because Dione and Valen are basically a matching set, if you will.
Yeah.
So I actually did end up playing as someone else who happens to be this cutie patootie. No, not the entire cast of characters that is in there. Joe, who happens to be Dione's daughter that she and Kogan adopted.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe's yes.
I was to say, what a beauty. And unfortunately, I'm sorry to have to jump out as quickly as I jumped in, but my dinner's almost ready and I do have work to get to.
Fair enough. You
That
take
is
care.
fair.
You as well.
Alright, let me go ahead and oh, it's a dice roll. So 1 is Steve, 2 is Dave, 3 is Ontarioku, 4 is when I turn it to a plushie and I go into the jar. Okay, first of all, Ontarioku, I'm getting you out of said jar. You are now free. Okay. And I am so sorry, honey.
This is fair for the gator incident.
Mwah. There you go. Those are your last words.
Yeah.
But hey, look at it! Your hat is now a lid!
Every time you make that joke.
Well, yeah. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay. Oosh. How did the one shot in Friday end? Did it end good? It's more or less a continuation of what's to come, because there was a bit of a fight. There was a bit of a fight and an intrigue, but it's not over yet. It's more like an end of episode 1 out of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But yes, I did eventually play as Joe in that said campaign, where she struggles to fill in the big shoes that her mother left behind as a support. And honestly, I do not blame her for that said feeling. But eventually, Joe finally picks up the pace and actually showcases her own story and bunch. And through Joe, she was actually able to do the hell of an impossible feat with the help of the companions and Asmodeus, if you will. Yes, that Asmodeus.
That Asmodeus.
So there was this one NPC that we encountered every now and then, who's a traveling merchant called Moses Dow. But it took some level of time to realize he was actually Asmodeus. And Asmodeus did help us out every now and then, especially for the fact he needs our help on taking care of the Raven Queen because he's not a huge fan of her. So, the only way we could actually prove that point and helping out a little bit more is by cutting off a hand of said Raven Queen. That's a field day of its own adventure. I do not want to recap, but when we finally gave when we finally gave the hand of the Raven Queen to Asmodeus, he actually did the biggest solid to Joe and to an extension Dione by bringing back the rest of the Stonebarks back to life. This also includes Kogan. Now, the reason
essentially the moment they died, and then they just got brought back.
Yep. I think if my memory serves right, their souls were actually in some sort of a tormented place, if you will.
Courtesy of the Frozen Heart.
Courtesy of the Frozen Heart, which Asmodeus realizes that this is not cool. So
Like, that's my job.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like people stepping on his toes.
So I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And so he brought back the Stonebarks, and they were actually able to help us out when it comes to fighting the last big bad evil guy when it said the campaign. And Dione, sorry.
So I am sad I missed the house gremlin.
She's apparently using explosives.
What?
She wants to, and I quote, make bigger splash.
Anyway, you were saying, dear?
And so, later down the line, Joe was actually happy to see her father again because Dione has to break the bad news that their father died. And later down the line, Dione was able to see Kogan again and was absolutely ecstatic to see him again. But also, there was a point that, well, this is more like an offline kind of thing because the campaign ended by the demise of the big bad evil guy who's
Freaking fired demon.
More like a fire titan, but yes, because he woke up because the Icespire Peaks was on fire and he's waking up. And the party has to punch him really hard so that way he doesn't actually... because his full awakening marks the death of the rest of Faerun by a big fuck-off, big bang of fire, if you will. We don't want that.
Burn in the world.
So we punched him really, really hard, and he's dead.
Balin actually having a moment where he gets like 5 good hits in, all smiting and taking down like a third of the guy's health.
Mm-hmm. And, let's see. And yeah, around that point, after the said fight, I think Valen and Kogan will actually get to know each other because as respective husbands of, when it comes to, Dione. They would actually talk about how she's actually, has her own fair share of quirks or how they were able to handle her, and if you will, and also come to a bit of an understanding that, yeah, despite it all, they still love the same woman. So, in the end, both men also, agreed that they would actually still, share Dione with each other. Considering the fact Dione also has its own quirks, but if you will.
She's ravenous.
Very. But she also, but she knows that her heart is full for both men. And so, yeah, that is
Along
how...
with other things.
And so, yeah, that is the one that kind of jump-started the said family tree that is this, if you will. That with Kogan and Valen, Dione ended up having 8 kids.
4 from each husband.
4 from each husband, indeed. Sure, Joe is adopted, but to Dione, she disregards that. Sure, but Dione, she disregards blood because at the end of the day, she will always be her first daughter.
Mm-hmm. Is a gremlin in your desk?
No, that was just me finagling the little box underneath my desk because I don't have a thing to actually support my feet. Look, honey, I am a 5'1" person, and this desk is a little high up. Without this little box underneath my underneath my desk, it's a little bit hard for me to do my thing.
Do you need? I need anything to reach the desk, like a couple of phone books on there.
Why? Mario size. No. No.
You're more Toad size.
I refuse to believe Mario is the same height as me. I refuse to believe that.
At least Luigi's taller than you.
Ah.
Characters that are 5'1".
Okay, let me go ahead and clean this. So yeah, I was thinking maybe this outfit is like during the second marriage ceremony. Would it be, honey?
Yeah, because they wouldn't have a proper ceremony the first go around. They were a bit busy.
Yep.
Busy or busy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Cause look, there was a time in the campaign where I was not there when it happened, but Valen and the party had to fight a fuck off Manticore. It was that bad. The fight was really that bad, according to Steve.
I mean, did we do nothing from Friendship and Magic? You just have to check it for a thorn in its paw.
I mean, that would have been the case, but unfortunately, I was not there during that time. I was busy with other things, mainly because of work and bunch. But anyways, when Dione was when the party returned to Phandalin and Steve and Valen actually was able to find his wife, he actually lunges at her, hugs her tight, and then carries her off. And she was really, really confused during the whole thing.
He needed comfort.
He really needed comfort and some. Look,
That was the night that conceived the twins.
Look, there was a lot of in that table, a lot of us were adults. There's plenty of Fate to Black shenanigans that happen, especially since you got one of the party members who are actually, especially with two of the party who is actually married. Yeah, it's bound to happen. But yes,
It'd be like that.
It do be like that though. But I can't help but forget. Was it Dione that actually helped destroy the bed, or was it Valen that destroyed the bed?
I don't know if we ever determined that.
Yes. I just heard this new Snoop was. Then the large men, then the petite men, then the large men again.
I mean, you want to roll for it, hon?
I mean,
D20s?
sure.
Now D100 it.
D100? Okay. How's it gonna go? What's the rules on this, hon?
Who's odds, who's evens?
I'll say odds for me. That's a 30.
Well, that's even. 67.
2 off.
2 off.
I think maybe if I remember right, it was Dione, because I rolled the highest of the perception. I mean, not my perception, performance.
Yes, you absolutely did.
I did, me too. The bed was.
The innkeeper was so pissed.
He was, but we were able to we were able to compensate the payment.
We were.
Emphasis on the compensate. No, Miki's a good size. If you go by like the hamster and the banana meme.
No, that's. I'll have you know that's Nessa. That's Nessa's problem.
Way to call yourself out there, huh?
Ah, shit. Yes, Lord Bluff? A lot of sources say the Italian man is 5 foot or 32 kilobytes to go by file size or the original Super Mario Bros. Game. I say it sounds like a Destructo Nuki trope, which I believe was coined by the comic scene by Juggernaut of She-Hulk. Shit.
I mean,
I think a circlet will actually look nice on Valen. Wait a minute. Hold on. God damn it.
What?
I drew this circlet in the wrong layer.
well done.
Well, it's a good thing it's a vector layer. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean up this. Oh yeah, I don't think we actually talked about that time what were Valen and Dione doing when they actually left the party for a little bit.
No, we didn't.
I think I'll let you take care of that, sweetie.
Yep. We receive word that shit's going down, and we receive. It's a case of okay, we need help. Do you know someone who can help? I do, but you're not gonna like it. And so, they hike the mountains, and he goes to his mother's tribe, and she knows of them, and doesn't like this idea. But they don't have much better options because they definitely don't have good standing with Tribor.
Nope, not since what happened.
Yeah.
But what about the time where Valen actually realized he has the store
Yeah, essentially it's a case of all of them are already a bit on edge because men don't come. Usually they'll go down to the men. Men don't come up to them unless they're looking for a fight. And while he does meet his mother, he also meets his sister, who is essentially a Lehman Russ type. Very loud, very proud, very angry.
Boy, Dione was, Dione had a little bit of struggle trying to keep up with the pace.
Yep. And during this time, he was not. Before he was just a fighter, but during this time, I was also taking a few levels into Paladin. After all was said and done, it was a case of, okay, how about this? We fight, we spar, hand to hand, you and me. If you win, we'll hear you out. If you lose, we kick you off this mountain and you can never come back.
Which are very big risks.
Yep. There's obviously no better option, so he goes along with it. And in doing so, manages to awaken his inner Goliath blood for Storm Giant abilities, which is how I'm flavoring the Oath of the Storm homebrew Paladin class that surrounds lightning and thunder. Think Thor. And manages to, while the sister does break his arm, he resets and heals it to the shock of everyone, and then proceeds to do a thunderous smite to smites her into a mountain. So he does win, and in doing so, gains the opportunity for them to hear him out, and in time, learn the ways of the Storm Giants, which is what he's descended from, apparently.
much to Dione's shock and awe, and also intrigue. I ain't gonna. Anyways, yeah.
It is very much a case of. Oh. Wait. Is he gonna kill me? Fuck, that's hot.
Is that an oak tree in your pocket? You're just happy to see her.
Nah, ironwood.
But yes, this gift actually helps Valen out when it comes to fighting off the big fuck off fire titan that was erupting out of Icefire Peak.
Yep. C, 5 big smites.
And there was also a point where we also finished off Dione's plot line the moment we returned to Phandalin, and see that we have gained an unexpected alliance in the form of the Frozen Heart, because, well, Runia's character, Royce, was able to pull off a Hail Mary to convince the cult leader to join our side. And it was a it was indeed a Hail Mary, for Royce rolled a nat 20, I think, at that time. So yes, Dione was surprised and is not very happy to see these guys again. So, oh, let me go ahead and do that stretch real fast. So, when we finally return to Phandalin, we actually hear that there's some clanking going on when it comes to the blacksmith. And in that said blacksmith is the said leader himself. The man that Dione saw during that time back in Stonebark. The very cult leader himself, who was basically forging away tirelessly and tirelessly onto a forge. Basically trying to fix up a weapon that he was trying desperately to make right. Because in this said campaign, the reason why he's making this sword is that because he saw, he had gotten the premonition of this said fire titan who was going to wake up and fuck shit up. And the only way to actually destroy this fire titan once and for all is to create a sword that is so cold it would actually kill him. But the components is very hard to find, because it requires components that's from the remnants of an ice titan, and they're scattered all over Faerun. One of them being in the very place that used to be where the Stonebarks originally lived. So they managed to dig that up. They managed to get the leftover MacGuffin components, and this cult leader was trying his damnedest to actually make sure it's perfected. But Dione, during the time, was utterly pissed, because this is the very man who took the life of her first husband, and
the only reason that she was even willing to hear him out was because Kogan was alive again.
Well, no. The reason why he was willing to help listen out was, let me actually get to that. So she actually cornered this man, and and actually showcases her wrath, and actually got him tied up when it comes to with her thorny whip, and actually lays it out to him thick. You know what? Let me actually bring out this one old image, and Golem, stop music. I need a proper music to go well with this temperament. I know. Okay. Yes, you. Golem, play on the chain. Dione stares at this man and was able to lunge forward, launching a thorny whip up onto him to keep him tied up so he's not going anywhere. years of pent-up anger from the said demise of her village is still deeply there. She had searched everywhere when it comes to Faerun to find him and stop him once and for all and get her revenge for the loss of her husband and her people. He actually tries his best to apologize to Dione, saying the leagues of "I'm sorry of your loss," and Kogan, it must have been a good man. And Dione's anger couldn't help but flare up. It started off cold till it started off hot. Kogan is not a mere man, she once said. Let me actually look this up real fast. Okay. I once upon a time wrote this line. Okay, there it is. And where is the image itself? Kogan is not just a man. Kogan Nardu, son of War Chief Krogu, took me in when my own court abandoned me, and I have no home to go to. He gave me a home, a family that I truly loved for 16 years, and you took that from me. With Valen, I spent 10 years of my life trying to find you after what you've done to me. Barely trying to get to my grief, and you had the gall to cry in front of me! She let it out to him when it comes to this anger. It was only through Valen's high perception role does he realize the cult leader was absolutely exhausted, absolutely tired, because he was trying his hardest to make sure this weapon is perfected for the sake of saving the world. So, in a Hail Mary its own self, Valen stopped his wife from trying to kill him and tried to tell him to listen, and tried to tell her to listen to him out.
Yep.
And so she did. Begrudgingly, but she let him talk. And he did actually showcase his genuine apology.
Yep.
That he meant what he said, that he's trying his best to save the world. And he didn't.
Yep.
And he
And
did
I
not
remember one of his lines too.
Okay.
Yeah, just in this life, when there's war, there are lives spent and lives wasted. Which is it for you?
And I guess in the leagues that he just wants to save lives. Dione was still utterly pissed, but the little reason that is going through her is enough to actually let him go. But she still has her venom. There is never going to be enough for me to actually hate. It's not going to be enough for me to end my hate towards you. I think that's what she said around the lines, but eventually she turns around and with a snap of her fingers gave him greater restoration, was enough to actually get him going to finish that sword. But when she left, she let out some more of that anger that it causes a tremor. And she was still angry because this is the same man who killed her husband, her home, her people, but is still showcasing the remorse and the genuine change to get better. But in all honesty, well, killing him would have actually been proven that would make this game go from bad to worse. And Dione just couldn't help but actually feel utterly emotional from the said loss of her home. So when they actually returned to the barn, she was feeling it all out. and letting that's own grief come back again. And Valen does his best to be a supportive husband where he could.
Yeah, but even he understands, and while it's not clean, he stands by his decision.
But sadly, not sadly, but fortunately, such things did not last forever. The moment when they actually go and ask for drinks, Dione starts to feel something really, really off. To a point that the moment she finally got their usual drink again, the smell this time was incredibly too
Pungent.
strong at this point, to a point that she actually threw up. And so Dione wants to go see a doctor because it was that bad.
Yep, as it turns out, the wife of the gunslinger, who was also an orc.
And she actually goes to do a little bit of a checkup on Dione to see what the hell's going on, until she realized that Dione is pregnant. Pregnant with twins, but pregnant.
Yep. And fun fact, said wife was also a surviving Stonebark.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Valen also fainted during that revelation.
Oh, he was happy. It was just a case of, boom.
But yes, Dione didn't get to join with the rest of the party when they go track up that mountain to fight off the Fire Titan. But she did stay behind to actually help out the people in her own ways to when they're fighting against the Fire Titan's minions who are raising Phandalin.
Yep, she was essentially acting as a medic in the back line.
Not just medic, but also there goes Ontarioku.
You were saying?
Not just medic, but also some sort of provides protection, if you will.
Yeah.
But yes, after when that whole thing was finally over and the situation with Valen and Kogan had been resolved, she would eventually give birth to the first twins, if you will. And that's these two lovely ladies, Saflin and Melante.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, that said family tree would expand, and
A great deal.
If you will. But one at which I can't wait to finally get around to actually draw out the rest of the family.
Because, at least on from Valen's side, there are two more children. A son and a youngest daughter.
Mm-hmm. Which you can see right here in this family tree. Let me just zoom in the Valen side of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Titus, the only son,
mm-hmm.
and Thalia, the youngest daughter.
And in Kogan's side, there's Alo and Brimos, also twins. And Zora is the one that came after Thalia, who is the youngest, the baby of the bunch, and the last half-orc kid that is from Kogan's side.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, howdy, do I can't wait to play the rest of the family, because I have played Melante. And those who are actually there who hear me out when it comes to my stories with regaling of Melante, she's a treat to play. And that's saying it politely in the most Twitch-friendliest way possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is Valen. And that is why we're designing him right now for our June Grooms, if you will. Thoughts, questions, death threats?
Bio!
Bio!
Yeah, hi, hello.
Hi! It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
I just finished talking about why Valen isn't it, and we just finished talking about Valen and that's why we're actually designing him for this month, for the first of this month's June Grooms project.
Yeah, the June Grooms? Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was in that big moment when Dione was having that moment. I was just hyping her up and hyping you up and all that stuff in the chat. Like, fuck yeah, Dione, spit your shit, girl. Stand on business.
Oh yeah, because as nice as Dione is, her core sin is actually wrath.
Yeah, don't fuck with her.
Don't.
Which
Dumb.
is actually a sin she shares with her husband.
Because once upon a time, I made Dione, her druid circle at the time when I made her for Icefire Peak was circle of the circle of the land, more specifically forest. But as time kind of goes on, I'm not vibing with it as I used to. So when my friend Lunar actually pointed me to the direction of Wildfire Druid, there's a reason why I made this image as Dione.
It goes so hard. It goes so hard.
Can you?
Like my PP. What?
I mean, bro, I would have a field day playing as Dione in the early days as a Wildfire Druid.
God damn. Like, I mean, that's not the only thing that's hard. But it's the it's that wrathful look.
Mm-hmm.
Of what, chat? What were you expecting me to say? My PP?
Blindness.
I must admit, I was actually expecting. I just love a woman who would absolutely kill me.
Fucking kill me.
I will absolutely love a woman that can that can incinerate my insides and slow cook my organs.
I also went there.
Then heal me up and then cook me a delicious meal.
I actually had a field day deciding the name on deciding on the name on on Dione's fire spirit Nemesis.
Oh, that's good.
Essentially, it's her rage made manifest.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Now let me see.
All right.
Oh, honey, I just realized something. I never had an I have used a 3D sword to help me give an idea when it comes to where the sword placement would go, which is nice. I don't know what his current sword would look like.
Oh. Fuck, that's right.
Oh, he never took
We
that
never
into account.
took the time. Would it be okay
I
if I
mean,
use this
which sword do you want to use? Do you want to just use a long sword, like the orc sword you started with? Or do you want to go as most recent sword, the Titan's Tooth
A
Claymore?
sword.
I
A
think
sword.
I'd like to say that this 3D model that I'm using as a placeholder would be the Titan Tooth sword.
No, because I have a picture of the Titan's Tooth Claymore. I just need to find it.
What? What?
Yeah, it. Hang on.
It's alright. He's gonna shoot it over to your DMs. Alright.
That's the idea.
Anyway. I just remembered my funny video. I just remembered one of my favorite vids. Leave your TV chat too. It's
Let me take a gander
I'm dead.
real fast.
It's alright. Just whenever you can.
I think
It's
I'll
just
take a look at that later because I don't know how long this thing would last.
No,
Okay.
it's short. But
Okay, hold on a second. Let me fix up this actually let me okay, that pauldron looks a little bit on the bigger end. Because this pauldron is kind of okay, no. Yes. No. Yes. No.
yeah. No.
Am I the only
Yeah.
one who remembers that bit from Singing in the Rain?
It's been so long since I've seen. In fact, that's a lie because I don't think I've ever seen Singing in the Rain.
Good God. Wait, the original? The original film? On Word? A Word?
Oh, the sadness of being a movie buff and making references to things that some people don't know what the hell you're talking about. And it's really painful and lonely. Okay.
It's
Okay, I'm
what's
good.
next? You're gonna
I'm good.
tell me? Are you gonna tell me you've never seen The Sound of Music,
I have seen clips of The Sound of Music.
but you've never seen the full movie?
Yes, the last thing Sound of Music I've seen related was her opening up with an MG42 while singing the first part of that.
Damn. All right.
Listen,
Movie
in South
night
Africa, we
idea.
had fairly limited access to VHS stuff. It was literally only what was recently being brought in, because
all right.
most of it was
Killing it.
boycotted because, you know, apartheid.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
All right. You're killing her. You're killing her.
Well, I mean, I don't see what the problem is so much, because as you've demonstrated previously, now you just have an excuse to spend time with me showing me these things.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
and-
that is a good point. That is a good...
See, there's always a there's always a
Plus
bonus.
side.
There's an upside. Yeah, there's an upside. And
Every
another
cloud has a
excuse.
silver lining.
Okay.
Yeah, and not to mention another excuse for movie night.
Alright, time to do another
Good point.
dice roll.
Also, I posted a thing in
Nice roll.
open chat.
Oh shit. Oh see. Okay, let her roll the dice first, and then.
Shit!
Oh. Oh, that's really sick.
Oh, I'm not gonna have
It's
a
okay
stroke.
to go up, honey. It's okay to use a dress sword, a sword that's simply meant to be pretty.
Well, I use
Right.
a 3D model to give me an idea where the sword placement should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
It's
so,
doing its job.
1 is Dave, 2 is Bio, 3 is Steve, 4 is me. Okay,
All
wait,
right.
hold on a second. This doesn't make... Okay. Hold on. Let
Come
me
on.
try this again with a D4. Okay. 1 is Dave, 2 is Bio, 3 is Steve, 4, I turn into a plushie, and I go into the jar.
All right. Roll it.
Okay, honey,
Well.
you're coming back to the throne.
Yes.
All right.
It's a good
That's
throw.
it. Yeah. First class.
And I am so sorry, Bio.
Okay. You know what? Whatever.
Well, you're not gonna say whatever for very long because you're going upside down.
Yeah.
Chad said so. I'm sorry. Those are your last words.
Look, I know. Look, hey. That's how it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
I like genuinely want to make like a parody rap song that just opens up with, oh, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, what does that even mean?
What does it mean?
What do you mean by this?
I still can't help but have a field day whenever our party mates say that when it comes to Steve's character's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yes, that has become very much a very fun inside joke. What does she mean?
Okay, for those who in need of context, allow me and
Just
Steve
more?
and Dave to explain the best of our capabilities. We are part of a Sunday group, which we would collectively we would kind of call it the Dark Fantasy Game, or its proper name, The Tale of Two Tomes. But it's still called the Dark Fantasy Game for the sake of keeping things a little bit easier to keep track and remember. Anyways,
Yeah.
in that party lineup is Steve's character, Rhea, a Goliath wizard. You got...
Graviturgy. And is the meme of the muscle wizard.
And you got Steve's character, Gillian, who plays as a fighter.
My character, Gallia, that's Sherm's character, honey.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious.
Okay.
She's mixing up her ends.
That's that is potentially devastating, hun.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we got Dave's character Gillian, who plays as who's a dwarf fighter. You got oh, yes, dear. Be more.
Also in her defense, you keep calling him Gideon, so. Oh no, I wasn't calling her out. I was calling you out.
All right, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, you good?
I mean, it's not your fault.
She's having a walkabout. Don't mind her.
That's all right. It's one way to avoid a crash out on stream. It's not like I've ever crashed out on stream. Nah, never.
You
never.
stream?
What? 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 Huh?
Okay, I'm back.
Jesus.
You son of a bitch, you baited me. You baited me. But all right. Whoever has the tally or the bingo card for a Makoto New Year stream where Bioseer gets fucking trips over his own humor or whatever, just cross that off.
Okay.
Right now.
So he was a mash burnhead. If I know Mashal. Okay. So he was a mash burnhead. If I know Mashal Magic Muscle manga with a recent anime adaptation. I don't think that rings a bell. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I'm sorry, I'm not that cultured, if you can tell.
Neither am I.
Okay.
Depends on your definition of cultured.
Yeah, true. True.
Yes.
So true.
In this house, everyone has their own way on when it comes to cultured.
It's a little bit quirky. Yeah, it's just okay. Millennium Manticore. Steve got a cute laugh. No wonder you're so attracted to him, Miki.
What?
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
No lies detected. That's the
Nope,
the truth.
Nope, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Also in TV chat too. This is essentially like how every time I tell a pun, I just fucking I just tweak or glitch in computer lingo or machine talk.
That's fine.
Yeah, but it's like I got a rough idea of how I fucking.
I was going to suggest that the servo in your TV set extends out a TV aerial where your nose should be.
Yeah, but I don't have a nose, so no one knows how I get my smells.
Meanwhile, mine seems to be slightly defective every now and then because I get
I fucking
olfactory hallucinations.
That's yeah,
What?
and not to mention my goddamn. Every time I've got a mad. Alright, not to get sidetracked, but I've got a serious, not really serious, but it's I've just got a bit of sleep apnea. I tend to be a snorer.
Yeah, so to explain, since about I think it started in 2018, 2019-ish.
So about 5 or 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it started at my old workplace. I thought someone just had sprayed chemicals, and eventually it dawned on me, A, that I was also occasionally smelling it at home, and B, the smell was just seemingly lingering in my nose, which shouldn't happen because I should only smell it if there's air traveling across it.
Mm.
And I eventually figured out that, yeah, every now and then something triggers a chemical-like olfactory hallucination.
Yeah, so it just happens every now and then.
Yeah, it's like a vile chemical smell.
Yeah, and there's always a certain smell that triggers it. I mean,
No, it's not a smell. I think it might be anxiety and stress related, but I don't have a solid
no,
cause for
I
it.
don't think. I don't think so. Unless you've got it like checked out, like you went to the doctors and stuff and just told them like, hey, I've been smelling some funny shit, like a lot more out of my job because I work there and there.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a specific smell of anything in particular. It's literally just a hallucination. It hasn't happened that much these days, but it happened today, for example.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a big sword.
It is a big sword.
That's like. I
I
like
feel like
how
there's a joke in there somewhere.
I mean, you don't have to use that one, hun.
Yeah?
You don't have to if it's too difficult for you.
Well, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, if we can combine a little bit of this and this.
Well, here's the problem, hun. That sword is as big as he is.
Oh!
Oh, so you have to redraw everything and
Exactly
figure out a
my
new
point.
pose and then
Yeah,
all that stuff.
And I don't want you to do that.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough choice.
Yeah, I don't want you to go through all that, hun, because I know you worked so hard on this. So I'm trying to find an alternative for you.
Oh no. All right, take 5. Take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. If
I
she's
almost had a stroke.
that's fuck. You almost crashed out. You almost crashed
had
out
a
on stream.
stroke.
I am so sorry, hun.
Man.
We could just go with a very, very good-looking sword. It's okay. Hang on, I think she's about to stroke. Hang on.
Be
I'm on it.
careful. All right, you gotta, bro. It's so.
Scream into my tits.
Scream to your middies. Scream into his middies. Scream into his middies.
I need a moment.
Stand up, please.
And also hydrate. Those are some.
Better?
You're packing some bad acoustics. Damn,
There's
dude, you're
more.
packing
There's
some
more.
All right, come on, just let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
Well, this is
All
not
right.
like material.
Okay, well,
Do you want to use the orc sword?
I don't even know if it'll let you go that far. Wait, let me put this in this way.
you're killing it.
This way.
Hey guys, I got some of this.
Okay.
I'm not done with you yet. You get back right here.
All right, all right. Make sure you get her some water or something, because Lord Buff redeemed a hydrate and a stretch. So, what did I just walk into?
Here, please.
Mikata
What are you doing?
Nui. She. Oh,
She just got iced.
yeah. I was gonna say, she crashed out.
Did I reset?
She avoided crashing out on
Did I
stream,
reset the
but
brain,
her
or do I
hubby
need to put it
came
up
to the
here?
rescue. Yeah, and yeah, she's crashing out. Yeah, she's crashing out
She's
hard.
not crashing out. I'm literally resetting her brain with cold.
Can we take
Oh,
10?
okay.
Yes, we can take 10.
Can we take 10, chat? I think I need 10 minutes
All
to
right.
actually not get out of being fall into a stroke. And
Okay,
also
yeah.
Gmod ragdoll into the floor of the paper plate in.
yeah.
Fucking tweak. She's
Okay,
all right. So if you've got any, if you want to get up and stretch, and get some refreshments, now's a good
Get
time.
some water, y'all.
10.
Yep.
See you in 10.
Get some- So stay hydrated. Okay. And
Wait. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Okay. That break is much needed.
I'm so sorry.
It's, no, you gotta. It's I bet it's gonna be one of those you're sleeping on the couch tonight moments.
That's boy. I
But,
tried posting a different sword.
A different sword.
Yeah, one that
Damn.
fits where I got the original one.
Okay.
All right.
Let me take a gander with this. Oh, my nose. Oh, why? I just took an anti-allergen before I went live.
Brr.
What?
Nah, she's got the sniffles.
I don't understand. I took an anti-allergen before I went live earlier today.
Yes.
But, okay, let's see. What if we try using the Orcish blade?
Okay, we'll use the Orcish blade.
I think if my memory serves right, I drew this thing with, Clip Studio Paint. So, if my memory does serves right, it should not be far off then. No, not that way. Go back. Okay, copy new from clipboard. Nope. Open. There we go. Okay, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not where it goes. Aha! Because if my memory serves right, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
What? Oh, what?
Is it freezing up?
It's not a vector layer.
Oh.
The crits.
You're gonna be
See-
okay, love.
I want to take past Mickey and give her
And
the
strangle her.
biggest Mickey,
Biggest doggy.
asking her why.
Nookie.
I was so reliant with vector layers for so long, my guys.
No.
But I think we can make something use of this.
You can salvage it.
If my okay. There we go. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
Mm.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
I may have to redraw this thing.
Is it just the sword? Right?
Just the sword.
Just the sword. Okay, just the sword. It's all good. It's, I mean, not as good, but like it could be worse.
It could have been worse. Oh, it could have been worse. Okay, but one which we can actually redraw. We just have to be a little bit careful. We'll just have to, there we go. That'll be my guide. So we at least, okay. For any members here of the Paper Plane Inn, my one advice: if you're going to ink out your art, and if you have Clip Studio, a program like Clip Studio Paint, where it has the possibility called vector layers, take it. You have no idea how useful this thing is when it comes to line art. Oh man, I'm so late. Damn Twitch Mobile. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. Welcome back. But I will say, I mean, you can still catch up when it comes to my when it comes to what happens to my ints by just following me in my blue sky.
Yep. Her socials are linked in the bottom.
Now that is something that I only just realized now about Oblivion.
Hmm?
What's that?
Oblivion has orcish armor, but not orcish weapons.
What?
Ah.
Yeah, I just looked it up now because I could have sworn that they were. And I know for a fact there's orcish armor because I found it.
Yeah,
But
I wear some
looking
orcish armor.
But for the moment, I'm looking through it right now, and there does not seem to be orcish armor of any type here, which is odd. Orcish weapons, excuse me.
What
That
kind
sounds
of
kind of
game?
interesting.
What kind of and you can also play as an orc somewhat in Oblivion, can you?
Oh no, you can
Yeah.
literally play as an orc. I'm literally playing
Yeah.
a Thrak playthrough, so...
So
Oh,
why
yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
And I don't know. What did Todd Howard mean by this? What did he mean by this?
Probably
Howard,
couldn't...
this does not work.
I am genuinely curious how Oblivion would have modeled orcish weapons anyway, given...
Well, it seems that the orcs have a sort of
Right, go.
what's the one I'm looking for? Sort of Hun style, Mongolian.
Their
Mongolian?
armor does, yes.
I work with vector
Oh.
layers in Flash. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a relic of a bygone age. Oh, I feel old now again. Oh.
Yeah, orcish armor very much has what I would call Danish sort of vibes to it.
Okay. Oh shit! I just remembered. I need to actually draw Valen's necklace. That is a key element to his design.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's weird because this armor looks like it's well made and whatnot as well. And then you go to Skyrim and the orcish weapons look like they're just pieces of iron that have been hammered
They're-
crudely into shape.
Yeah,
Well-
they've gone from Mongolian style to like almost 40k orc, just slapdash
Well,
metal together until you get something.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you don't rely on like different like materials from like straight from Cyrodiil, you have to like make do.
I imagine most of the orcish armor isn't made in Cyrodiil itself. Maybe on the continent of Tamriel, depending on where orcs come from.
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
that.
it depends.
And fun fact, Tamriel is only one of the continents on the world.
Okay. Okay, I'm alright. I did not choke on my own blood this time around. I'm doing perfectly fine. Let's see. Like
Well,
they
that's
say in
good.
Todd Howard's song, in the let's say in Todd Howard's song by the Chalk Eaters, it just works. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it just works.
No, it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I believe the phrase is, you see, pronunciation is important. It's not it just works, it's it just works.
And
As in just barely works.
It just doesn't work. You know? It just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
This would explain, I don't know how the hell this happened, but on like my first playthrough in Oblivion Remastered, first time I visited Bruma, something happened with an altercation outside the stables, right? I can't remember if it was a wild animal or a bandit, but somehow one of the stable hands ends up provoking the guards, who then proceed to beat him to death.
Fuck. Imagine fucking up so bad you just end up getting dogged on by the elder gods.
Oh yeah, and then
What-
there was the time, because I decided to basically, rather than using fast travel, I decided to travel to the cities by the roads in order to get the experience in with the newer visuals, because obviously I wanted to explore.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
I
mean,
did-
absolutely.
Anyway, I ended up drawing the attentions of a troll, which proceeded to chase me back to the Imperial City. So, I decided to quickly see if I could just park my horse, duck in cover, and maybe nothing would come of that.
Nothing's gonna happen. Oh no.
Anyway,
No,
Troll spots the Sable Hands outside the Imperial City, who proceeds to run inside their house. The Troll follows them. Anyway, I come back later. The Troll's still alive in there, and the Stable Hands not so much.
Oh. Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Alright, now let's see. What else needs to be done with this? Oh yeah, the leaves and the beads. Because they're...
Also, I wonder if they fixed the infinite gold glitch.
If they
Probably
did...
not.
If they did, people would say about it. If they didn't, why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't? Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't they?
To clarify, the infinite gold glitches, there's this one dude who lives in... He's in the Imperial City. If you murder him and get away with it in his apartment without drawing attention, and then proceed to loot his gold by clicking on it, it keeps regenerating a new set of gold on him, meaning you can infinitely take gold from his body. As long as you don't hit the take all button.
An infinite money glitch. An infinite money glitch,
Yes.
essentially.
And it also lets you start the Dark Brotherhood quest.
Oh.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? You know? Just fucking. Why not?
You know what the rumors say? Apparently the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep when you murder someone. It's how they recruit new members.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go and Alright, what do you think of the okay. I have managed to make the important accessories on Valen without actually choking on my own blood. That's been a recurring thing here in the paper plane and as an when we're doing these art streams. No, it's okay.
What?
It's okay. It's
No.
one of those goober moments.
It's an oopsie whoopsie moment.
But at least I
Then,
still managed to make the bear sort of just right.
It does look good.
Okay, so let me go ahead and fix this because okay, let me make a copy just in case if we lost this if we done diddly goof, at least it's there. At least it's there. Okay.
Yeah, but to circle way around, I just find it weird that they don't have orcish weapons in Oblivion. That, meanwhile, they have the whole ebony set.
The ebony set?
Yeah, it is both swords and armor, which is mostly black with gold trimmings all over the weapons and armor.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask, why would they call it such a name?
I do think they did it better in Skyrim the Ebony because it's like not like black as night armor, but it still looks elegant and beautiful.
Yeah,
The
to be
Ebony
fair, the
armor is just it looks gaudy.
I don't know. I quite like the ebony armor in Oblivion. It does have a nice look to it, in my opinion.
Does the remaster do it justice, or at least like add a few like?
I honestly think the remaster might have done it a little bit better.
I could imagine.
The Daedra armor, I don't think I actually saw the Daedra armor in the base game, but yeah, the Daedra armor looks fucked. Oh, and I never liked how they did the Dwarven armor in Oblivion.
No?
So, a couple of things to bear in mind about dwarf armor in Oblivion Remaster. Number one, Elder Scrolls dwarves are elves. They are a species of elves known as the Dwemer, who are very technologically advanced, but their civilization was wiped from existence, and all that is really left of them are relics. For example, in Oblivion, the only real relics from the Dwarven era you could find are armor and weapon pieces, whereas in Skyrim there are entire Dwemer dungeons you can explore, complete with special mechanical automaton enemies.
And totally not dwarves. No, not so ever. Because dwarves in an Elder Scrolls game, highly unlikely. These are like technically dwarves, but they're
By
like
name.
by name.
Yeah, they are dwarves by name and name alone. Their stature is the same as elves. They have elven appearance according to the sources. Anyway, the ebony set looks does, in my opinion, look very, very good in the remaster.
Why don't you post a picture here? Let me see if I can find it and put it in the open chat. Unless you'd rather do it, Dave.
I mean, I've got one right here, so.
Hi, Jay.
Hi!
You
Hello,
have returned.
it's me.
Hello.
It's him. It's Jay.
It's literally him.
Him.
It's him.
I-
Him.
I am. Yes,
Him.
I'm him.
Him.
He's literally
he is
him.
and he'll always be him. Exactly.
Anyways, I finally
That's a
did
bit
it.
Oblivion now.
I did not have a stroke in the process, but I finally did the lineup
Get
for Valen.
And to make sure
Yeah,
it stays
yeah.
that way, I am going to ask for a save and layer check.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah. Save it. Save it later. Oh, someone. Fucking. It's. I mean. All right. Double check. Everything's good. She had to redo the entire goddamn vector because it was on the wrong layer.
Not
Oh
really.
my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
that was for much earlier, but more like I had to improvise when it comes to the sword.
Oh yeah, and
I see.
and then there's the other problem with the dwarven armor, which I will post in a moment. Right, so the dwarven armor is the second one in TV chat too. And you see that little bit of purple cloth
Hmm.
on the greaves? Yeah,
Oh.
it physics glitches when you sprint around in the remaster, so it doesn't
Doesn't
look
it?
great.
It's not a Bethesda game if you don't have any glitchy jank.
Well, it wouldn't be Oblivion if the half the glitchy
If the
jank
whole
from
thing
the
isn't
original
a
wasn't there.
glitchy. Yeah, it was. If it, it's not a good remaster if it doesn't have that glitchy jank.
To be fair, they
Like a-
did do very well in that respect in keeping the spirit of the original.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There we go, fixing the eye. I'm having a feeling I want to do something a little pinch different for the June Grooms.
I mean, you're always doing something different with this dude's physique over here.
I mean, not just
His
that.
shoulders are much broader.
Not just that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking, more like I was thinking in the lines of maybe I'll let Patreon vote who will be the next June Groom to be designed.
I mean, that's a thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which, speaking of, did you, speaking of, on a semi-related note, did you see the character suggestion I had in mind for your poll this month?
Oh, I have. I also reminded the folks that my poll is going to be ending by today. But more specifically 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okie doke.
Okay, let me fix up Valen's face a little bit. Okay. But yeah, we did a lot today in terms of talking about who's Valen and why are they and why is he tied to Dione. And it went through a big lore explanation on who the characters are, but it was still fun to do in the end.
I notice you tend to go into a lot of lore exposition when it comes to certain characters on stream.
Well, yeah, I kind of like to share the stories of my characters. But if it does,
Never said it was a bad thing.
okay. Now I need to draw this right for Valen because my man has a lot of scars. Well, he has some significant scars. More specifically, this.
It's essential to the character. It's essential to the character design.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, the Squall Leonard has a scar.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It is a very iconic scar. Okay, let me fix these little areas here. Alright, sweetie, do I got the face right?
Let me check. Yeah, looks like it.
Should I actually give Valen a bit of a fuzz or keep him clean shaven for this one?
Let's give the fuzz a try. Let's see how it turns out.
Alright, but
No harm in experimentation.
so we're going to we're gonna make a darker color palette for this because on certain parts, on certain significant areas of the face, it looks a little bit darker than lighter, if you will. Okay, so I know this is not good. Oh okay. Oh okay, no.
You might wanna fade
Hold
that
on,
out a bit.
hold on. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Do ya?
I know what I'm doing.
Man looks like he's buried his face in a soup.
No,
Yeah, he looks like he looks
What
like
can I
he
say?
just
Diane's a
dived
good
face
cook.
first into. He looks like he dived face first into like some pea soup or something.
Okay,
no.
there we go.
You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? Hang on. All right.
There we go.
Okay,
5 o'clock shadow. Just as wait. Okay. I almost had a little bit of a stroke there, just for a minute there.
For a hot minute, he looks like wait, god damn it. Whack, damn it, whack, fuck.
No, says the computer.
No,
Sure.
yeah. No, there we go. It's
Yo.
he looked like this for a second in OC. He looked like this without the proper shader.
Just face first.
Dear God.
Then just go. Go. He got lost in the sauce. No, he got lost in the sauce. You have to understand. It was so good. He got lost in the sauce. And then when someone interrupted, he was just like, "Go, huh?
Oh.
What? Huh?
Just
Huh?
just face first into his
Huh?
wife.
Yeah."
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, so I'm trying my best to make sure this beard is a little bit wait a minute! I have a better idea to give me an idea. I have someone who can help give me a guide. Where's Ismark?
Hell, yeah.
Well,
Where is it?
Bismarck. Well, probably in Bismarck.
There we go.
Oh my god.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh! Let this be a lesson, everybody. Make sure you got let this be a lesson, everybody. You got to make sure you got just about everything right.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. Correct.
Correct.
All right.
So, did you see the murderer?
No, sorry, mate.
I will find him. I will capture him.
And
no
I will
one
fuck
ever
him.
Die again.
And I will fuck him. You
The innkeeper is dead.
Yes.
Nah. It was me.
What? Yes!
And I
did
did
it
it.
like that's.
Yeah. And I did. Wait. And I. Oh god damn. And I did it like this.
What?
Yeah.
That's
All right. Now. Fuck. Well, it's got some. Well, it's got some.
Okay. What
Yeah,
do you
I
think of
did
this
it like-
one?
It's a lot more. Yeah, it's good. Maybe just add a bit more 5 o'clock shadowy, like some light. I mean, how I usually do, like, or anyone sometimes use the 5 o'clock shadow. They just do like a few subtle lines to give the idea that it's like, you know.
Oh, don't
it's-
worry. We are gonna be doing that that part. I just need to make the color for
Yeah.
where it starts. And now it's time for me to do the actual proper thingamabib. Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. I got brushes for hairs for this occasion.
You got Spurs. The jingle, jangle, jingle.
Jingle, jangle, jingle.
Jangle, jangle. Anyway.
Okay.
Where is that?
So, alright. How's this for, what do you think of this one?
Looks better.
Much better?
Sehr good.
Alright. Now, let me go ahead and work on this. Because let's put some life in those eyes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
They can't look like lifeless marbles.
I know only a few characters that I know would actually pull something like that off, and what I can only think of a few characters in mind who could actually pull that off.
I can think of a handful as well.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, now. Okay, sweetheart.
Yes.
Come. What would be the right colors that'll do well for Valen? Because
Like
Dione
for
is
the
very
actual dice
pink.
itself?
What?
Well, maybe have accents that are pink.
I mean, I know.
Purple?
Purple.
Hi,
Maybe.
Rachel.
All right, so
Oh, that's what that knocking was.
Yes.
Was confuzzled for a second.
I mean, Steve and I are not the only one. Steve and I are not the only ones who have significant, who actually live together with the significant others.
yeah, I mean, Bio does too.
Yay.
Yeah,
Alright, sorry
and
about that.
You're
that's
good.
all right. And not to. Well, funny you should mention that. I've got a bit of an interesting story, but basically, my partner wants to move in with me,
Oh.
Very nice.
where I'm living right now, which is obviously my family's house. Which, granted, it's like, you know, good on her. Yeah, but I had no involvement whatsoever, which was the crazy part. It's like, because we kind of assumed that, like, I'd be like, you know, I'd be sort of like manipulating her, and so, you know, which isn't absolutely not the case, but it was entirely her decision and her decision alone, which was fucking sick, considering that she wanted to like move out and wanted to move out of her place because she practically lives like half an hour from where I live, which is not bad, but given it's out in the middle, yeah. So we're gonna be moving in together, and she's gonna have to put up with my sleepy, eepy snories.
Oh no. But I still.
Yeah.
But still, congratulations again.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy for
Thank.
the two of ya.
Bye, bud.
Thank.
Jeez.
Look out.
Thank.
I can't. I'm in the middle of a firefight.
Look out.
He's
Skill
gaming. Skill.
You
Bro.
absolute
Wow.
cunt. How dare you accuse me of skill issue?
Wow.
I'm sorry, Steve. You stand before the council being accused of skill issue. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor, on the grounds of false accusation.
Okay. All right.
Bailiff in the jar, what is your input?
Shit, I guess.
Yes. Unfortunately,
Shit, I guess.
Unfortunately, the council finds the accused guilty of skill issue.
That's it. You've been sentenced to 30 matches of League of Legends.
No! Not league!
At this moment,
Not league! You know how much I will dehydrate within the first 10 minutes? There's so much salt in that community!
And here I was about to recite the ancient ritual.
What was that? No.
Oh, I was thinking the details
Oh,
would be
man.
purple, not the suit itself.
Oh man, that was great.
But yeah, that works.
Absolutely gold.
You said you want the details to be purpled?
Purple.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let me try to give this a neutral color then. Okay. Oh, that was beautiful. I really want this moment clipped. I really do, chat. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Honestly, I'm so glad I came up with the council bit. I didn't even realize it would be so good.
Yeah. Yep.
For some reason, all I can think of is that one Monster Hunter Wilds video of a Dragon's Dogma player who basically has a bit about giving Zoshia an incantation, and the incantation goes L plus ratio plus no bitches plus you have no dogma.
That's fucking straight for the kill.
Ouch.
Straight for the kill. Absolutely, like, mental.
Okay. Objection, Your Honor. I have evidence of Steina not guilty of skill issue. It says Ligma.
Fuck! Alright. Can Candace come to the stand, please? Will Candace please stand up?
The real Candace,
Sorry,
please stand up.
Sorry, I'm not falling for that one.
Falling from what? I'm just asking if there's a Candace in the chat. Please, like, raise your hand. Because I actually want to know. It's such a... Because yeah, I just want to know if we've got a Candace in the chat, or if you know anyone named Candace.
Let's see.
Mostly for, like, Phineas and Ferb.
Hold on.
I
I
also-
just had a thought. Value test.
Oh, alright. Value test. Let's
Time for the value
go.
test.
Come on. Alright.
You know, actually, come to think of it, value test should be like a redeem. And also, yikes!
The
Wow.
blazers and the shirt.
So much gray!
It really did not go well together. Absolutely no. Okay, there's some.
That is...
All right, there's
Yeah,
a
we
lot
need to
to
fix
unpack
something.
here.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yep.
Have you thought about making the bracers white? Like, or like a light gray?
Oh.
Because it's meant to be like a groom, right?
Yes.
Oh.
So lighter colors would fit well here.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh, that's much better. That's much better.
Saved it! I saved it!
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Because, dear God, when I saw that, oh no, I whinged painfully.
Oh. That's bad.
That's no good.
That's not good at all.
Yep. Oh no. That's not good. Ooh.
Okay, let's see.
Alright.
Yeah. But yeah, seriously, don't send me to League of Legends.
I'm sorry, the council has decided. Bailiff, take him away.
Alright. Okay, wait. Oh, Bio, did you hear about the news about Phineas and Ferb? Does it have Candace? Can the stick fit in your mouth? Got him!
Oy.
Got him! I know, I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Anyway, let's go.
Did
All right.
know
I'm sorry,
you
but I
got
need to- I-
seriously? Tell me. Okay. Okay. I just realized. Okay, credit where credit's due. Past Mickey was actually onto something for 5 minutes.
Alright, Admiral Marine.
Alright, Bio, I'm sorry, but I'm getting the hammer on this one.
But I'm in the jar. I'm in the jar. I'm in the jar. Do you want the jar to break? Jesus.
I'm sorry, but the jar is enchanted.
Oh, okay, alright. Shit, alright.
You know, the closest thing you could possibly get is the gong, is vibrations, if you will. And that's even more painful.
Quivering gong.
Yep.
Bong.
Alright, so let me... I have
Also,
to...
Also, it's funny you brought up that song earlier because I've been listening to Epic the Musical a little bit more, and now and I just listened to Amelie's cover of Thunderbringer.
Oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that just dropped out of nowhere.
Shadow dropped a banger, and then just left.
Drops a banger, doesn't elaborate, leaves.
It leaves. Wow, just like that. They're so real for that.
For some reason in my head, when you said banger, I immediately came up with a stupid mental image of a literal
Hey.
flashbang. Walks into a room, drops a flashbang, doesn't elaborate, leaves.
Bro, that's good.
Yes, Emma Marie. I have a clip, but I can't post it here. That's okay, but thank you again, Emma Marie. Thank you again. I'll look back on this. I truly am.
All right.
The council approves of your contribution.
Okay.
The council could kiss my ass.
No.
That's a Mass Effect. That's a Mass Effect reference.
Oh God.
Just to clarify, chat.
I know
Okay.
it's a very chunky game and with a lot of
It's so
options.
worth it.
It's worth it?
All right, with that being said, I actually do have to leave because my lunch break's over. So I'll see you guys
Alright,
later.
take care.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Okay.
I am so glad that I got to bring in a clip. So, all right, have a good one.
Take care.
Okay. Bye. Goodbye. Yeah. Anyway. Mass Effect. I highly recommend it. It is so good. It is like one of my favorite, like at least one of my favorite RPGs like ever. I mean, sure, everyone has like, you know, they've got their Final Fantasies, they've got their, you know, Dragon Age. I mean, they've got Dragon Age, but Mass Effect, that's where it's at. That was like peak BioWare before they just like had the soul sucked out by EA. But anyway, it is absolutely worth it to like at least go. It'll be actually interesting as well. But I highly recommend getting the Legendary Edition for Mass Effect, which has all 3 games, including the DLCs, to get the full experience. And the best part is, it's one of the many games, if not the only game, that each entry into the series, your choices carry over.
Really?
Which is, yeah, absolutely. What about Andromeda? What? Huh? Andromeda?
Mass Effect Andromeda?
Yeah.
Those.
Oh, yeah.
I believe this is what we call a I refuse to acknowledge that moment.
Well, I mean, personally, I haven't played the game. It might be better, but like on launch, you know.
Is it really?
Bit of a.
You know what?
It was a
that-
technical mess.
I think that's a can of worms that I should not pry open with if I value my life.
Good call.
I mean, you know what? If you're a super fan of Mass Effect, I mean, it'd be a decent experience. But like, if you're going into like the series, and if people are just like recommending it to you, they would instantly tell you, play the first 3 games. It is absolute fucking peak RPG and peak romance options. Tally, ride or Tally, ride or die. Oh no, Garrus, ride or die. Tally.
Oh.
Tali. Sorry, Tali. Talia Vas Normandy
Okay, let's see.
is my sweet pea, and I value her. I just have a type. Listen, I have a type, okay?
Insert
first-
joke about her being French.
Hey,
It's-
listen.
Oh, okay.
Because she's a goober.
I know. I also don't want to be pretentious and shameless, but I put on a video I sound edited of a recent Warframe stream in a Discord server. Into a Discord server. That's okay. That's okay. I'm
Oh,
actually
hell,
glad that you're showcasing that. I am actually happy with that.
Hell yeah. That's
Yes.
good. You know, it's not just exposure, but it's like, hey, check out this funny person that that I absolutely love. This person's funny. You should totally follow her. Give her all your love and support.
I am happy with you showcasing a little. I'm actually okay with this. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Valen, you're almost there. You're almost.
You got it.
I think you're.
You got it. You got it.
I hope I do got this because it is something else. It is also really nice to but it's also really nice to draw Valen again after it's been how long?
Oh, it's been a solid while.
It has been a solid while.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
But I wish I actually draw out Kogan too, so that way chat will have an idea who's who, if you will. Because Dione is canonically married to 2 men. I mean, there's a reason why Dione has this big fuck-off family tree.
It takes 2 to make this family.
Yep.
Call it Dione's diary.
Duo.
Oh, what's her last name? Wait, what's her last name?
Hyacinthus.
Dione Hyacinthus' diary. Call that Dione Hyacinthus. Oh, get it? Because it's Bridget Jones' diary, and it has two hunky British men.
Let's see. What else am I missing in this? Ah! But yes, honey, what do you think of this one when it comes to Valen?
Looks good.
Okay,
Oh,
pull
yes.
up Dione for comparison. We need more places to have his purple accents, and I think I have just the idea. Okay, first and foremost, let's actually put this in a folder so we don't actually lose track of that.
Yes, please. Because God knows if you're gonna have to go back to that.
And we're gonna color code this to orange because that means that's where I put in the colors. And we are going to use this, and we are going to get that. Well, hold on, where else am I getting this? And we're going to my patterns drawers. No, the other one. No, the other one. Nuh-uh. No. 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 Nope. No. 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 Wait. Beep. Okay, Jay. Hi. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Okay. All right, and there we go. I figured that his shirt will have patterns that reaches right over there. And you will have bottom patterns that right downward. You? Yes. Are we going for a little bit of a Celtic-ish roots? Probably. Is it tied to the storm giants in a way? Absolutely.
I'd argue more Nordic stuff and Scandinavia is more tied to the storm giants.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, they're like the tallest of giants in G&D. I would know since my one NPC boyfriend of my characters, well, NPC husband is basically adopted by one of them. Okay, what do you think?
Looking good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It actually looks
Very,
a lot
very
better.
nice.
Though the robes almost kind of remind me of Gale. Like the default look of Gale. Almost.
Yeah?
And I mean that in a nice way.
But we do need something to help make that thing pop a little bit. And I think I have an idea. We'll just use the same patterns that's from this, or we'll just use something slightly different. How about, what if... Okay, yeah, no. Okay. That was a terrible bad idea.
Nah.
That one does not fit him. That 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 is not... Oh,
It does not fit. Does not fit.
But we're going to actually color the insides of that coat. I mean, of that jet. How about if we color the insides of this cape? Because it's... If we put on the value test, the pants is basically blended in with the with the cape. We're going to try our best to avoid that.
Yeah. I don't end up how I ended up dressing my Gale, which, you know, I was gonna say a trigger warning shit outfit, which, you know, honestly, you'd be the judge. I just put it in the OC.
Okay.
This is what I dressed.
No! Why would you? I'm sharing this to the class.
No, I know. It was in my first playthrough, and I didn't know better. Plus, the specs were good. It had good specs, though.
It had good specs.
Why are you talking like Gale like it's a piece of tech?
No, I'm not.
He has good
I'm saying.
specs. He has good specs. Look at his motherboard.
Yeah, no. I'm not projecting. I'm just saying his armor class and I'm saying his AC is shit, but it has like, you know, it buffs up his spells and stuff. I'm just saying. All right, don't fucking crucify me for this look.
Listen, his drip isn't that great, but look at the size of that male USB port.
Yeah.
Let's have a little callback to the previous pattern that he had here that's based on his and if we do that,
I'm going to redeem Gale's look when I get back into playing Baldur's Gate, which rightfully so, given the reaction to everyone. So due to popular demand, I am willing to just, you know, change him back.
sounds like a good plan.
Because I know because everyone hated it. Everybody fucking hated it.
Okay, turning off the value test, but what do you think?
Let's see
Honey!
here. That does look very good.
Yeah, let me take a look. Gonna kill me. Looks good. Looks really good, hon.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess that'll most likely look good for Valen as a groom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. What time is it right now? It's that time. It's almost that time, huh? Okay, so there are some areas that will definitely have some level of refinement. But I think I'll save that one when we get later offline. I will finish this thing offline. But hey, it's at least coming together piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna require some level of refining in the colors. That's all. But until then, I am gonna call it here. Let's see who is on right now, so we can actually go and raid.
I know Banks is on.
Oh yeah. Wait.
There's Banks
Is
and
Banks
there's
on right now?
Nope, but Ocean X is on.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing Elden Ring, Night Ring.
That is true. Oh, Afton is also on right now as we speak. But let me take a gander on there if he's going to check out or still gonna go in further.
Yeah, that's fair. Best check it out. best check out whether he is about to
Yep,
call
he's
her
still
because
there.
it is.
He's still there. Okay, so let's quickly hurry up and make our raid message, okay?
Sure thing.
And we'll use the house gremlin in the flowers for this.
Yes.
We shall torment him with the house gremlin.
All right, we'll just
Okay.
release the baby. But it's that but it's the gremlin. Like, release the gremlin.
There we go. I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and actually watching me draw the first of the June Grooms. And there's definitely going to be more where that came from. But until then, this is where we best go for now. Join me by tomorrow, so we're going to be tackling the smaller commissions. And I hope to actually see you guys there. May y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
May y'all eat well and rest well. And I hope to see you guys next time in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Goodbye,
everybody.
Bye. And just wipe your feet, please. Wipe your feet, please, when you leave or enter. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at the, like, I got Valen here looking like a king. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah.
Right. Yeah. He has got that shit on.